cultural and social issues are you referencing in the statement that because of these cultural and social issues, you support Trump as president?
Well, I believe that his like no filter that he has is like, sorry, can be a little much, but also he speaks the mind of a lot of people.
So when you say cultural and social issues, all that you mean is that you support an embarrassment of a president, mumbling on the mic, talking about how sharks, batteries, and boats, and how he had to ask an MIT professor about sharks, batteries, and boats, or how we could like nuke hurricanes to stop them from hitting Florida, or how we need to ingest bleach to fight COVID, or how windmills cause cancer, or how we're not at war with Iran, but we are at war with Iran. We want regime change, but we don't want regime change. We're reliant on the oil through the Strait of Hormuz, but we're not reliant on the oil through the Strait of Hormuz, right? Like, I'd argue here that Donald Trump's mouth is like one of the worst parts of him, because it's always saying something contradictory to the statement he made before, always telling a lie, always saying something completely insane, something completely arbitrary, because we don't know what the hell he's saying because he's super delusional, or telling lies to the faces of American citizens. So what exactly do we hear out of Trump's mouth that makes you support him as president?
So, I mean, yeah, he has embarrassing moments. Sure, yeah, he's not the most intelligent. But otherwise than that, like, the way he speaks his mind freely and just says what people are thinking and not speaking what is like quote unquote the right thing to say is, I think, something that can be admired. Can
I ask you a question?
Yeah,
I'm gonna play you a clip of Donald Trump's talking. I want you to tell me if this is an example of Donald Trump speaking freely and just saying the things that we all want to hear, okay?
It's your obligation to do that.
So you have done that. Now,
I'll tell you the funniest is that I'll go backstage before a show.
Yes.
And everyone's getting dressed and ready and everything else. And, no men are anywhere.
Yeah, so I'm allowed
to go in because I'm the owner of the pageant, and therefore I'm inspecting it. I'm inspecting. Right, I want to make sure that
like
everything is good.
You're there.
Yeah, the dress. Is everyone okay? They're standing there with no... Is everybody okay? And you see these incredible looking women. And so I sort of get away with things like that.
Is that an example of Donald Trump just speaking his mind, speaking freely, saying the things that the people want to hear?
I mean, so I've seen you play that clip before. I've seen that. And yeah, I mean, that's not right. I mean, he was speaking freely, but that also, like, isn't political. I'm talking about in a political
okay, so I'm going to play you another clip. Is this an example of Donald Trump just speaking freely and speaking his mind, saying the things that everybody wants to hear?
Better not be the publicist. No, it's her.
Yeah, that's her, with the gold. I better use some Tic Tacs just in case I start kissing her. I'm automatically attracted to beautiful. I just start kissing them. It's like a magnet. You just kiss. I don't even wait. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything.
Whatever you want.
Grab them by the pussy. I can do anything.
Look at those legs. All I can see is the legs.
No, it looks good.
Come on, shorty.
Ooh, nice legs, huh?
Oof, get out of the way, honey. That's good legs. Go ahead.
It's always good if you don't fall out of the bus.
Is that like him speaking freely, speaking clearly?
Again, that's not political. Like, I'm talking about a political aspect. He does speak freely about himself.
Oh, in a political... So, like, something that he'd say at his rallies.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. So here's Trump at one of his rallies.
A very short period of time. So I said, let me ask you a question. And he said, nobody ever asked this question. And it must be because of MIT, my relationship to MIT. Very smart. He goes, I say, what would happen if the boat sank from its weight and you're in the boat and you have this tremendously powerful battery and the battery's now underwater and there's a shark that's approximately 10 yards over there. By the way, a lot of shark attacks lately. Do you notice that? A lot of shark. I watched some guys justifying it today. Well, they weren't really that angry. They bit off the young lady's leg because of the fact that they were not hungry, but they misunderstood who she was. These people are crazy. He said there's no problem with sharks. They just didn't really understand a young woman swimming now really got decimated, and other people too. A lot of shark attacks. So I said, so there's a shark 10 yards away from the boat, 10 yards, or here. Do I get electrocuted? If the boat is sinking, water goes over the battery, the boat is sinking. Do I stay on top of the boat and get electrocuted? or do I jump over by the shark and not get electrocuted? Because I will tell you, he didn't know the answer. He said, nobody's ever asked me that question. I said, I think it's a good question. I think there's a lot of electric current coming through that water. But you know what I'd do if there was a shark or you get electrocuted? I'll take electrocution every...
Is that like an example of Donald Trump like speaking clearly and like freely and saying the things that everybody wants to hear?
Again, that's not in a political statement. Like, I'm talking in a
Yes,
way.
the fuck it is. It's at one of his rallies. Hello?
I mean, it's at a rally, but he was talking about something irrelevant
okay.
to the
So
rally.
basically, so if I could give you an example of Donald Trump opening his mouth and either saying something completely incoherent, something completely vile and disgusting, well, then that's just you categorizing his speech outside, okay, of the container of what he says that you're referring to when you say that you really like what he says, and it's just him speaking so freely and clearly. I think that we all very freely and clearly see that this is a losing argument for you.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not a MAGA. I love you, Dean.
Okay.
See.
Yeah, that's really fucking annoying of you, bro.
Appreciate it.
Tina, I appreciate you so much for the wolf. Thank you so much, Tina. It's very kind of you. I appreciate you, Tina. Show some love to Tina down below in that comment section. Show some love to Tina down below. I appreciate you so much for that wolf. What a waste of time. What a waste of time. Over on Super Chat, thank you so much, Sherry, for the $50. I appreciate you so much. Let's get 500 Sherry W's down below. Thank you so much, Sherry. Thank you so much, Sherry. Sherry with a $50. Like I said, that is beyond kind of you. I'm so grateful for you, and it's great to see you again today. Says, hey, dude, I just want to thank you for keeping me clean while I get ready for my trial on Monday for the man who saved me in the military. They didn't believe me then, but apparently he did again, so now they believe me, and I'm going to go to court. I'm so proud of you, Sherry. I know that you've been sharing your story with us for a while now, and I hope that everything goes well in court, okay? Please show some... Excuse me. Please show some love to Sherry down below in that comment section. Same thing to Vortex. Thank you for the $50 over on Super Chat too. Thank you so much, Vortex. Show some love to Vortex down below. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Vortex with the $50 says, happy Saturday, Dean. I can never have the energy to keep up with these mental gymnastics. Oh, I know. It is tiring as fuck sometimes, Vortex. I won't lie. I won't lie. Thank you so much for the $50 sharing, Vortex. Y'all are awesome. Same thing with Oscars. Thank you for the $10 who says, Dean, my daughter and I support you. It's her birthday today. Would you be kind enough to shout her out? Her name is Leah. Happy birthday, Leah. And shout out to your dad, Oscar. You guys are awesome. And then Drive Through Moon, thank you for the $10 who says, I'm a social worker and the destruction and the depravity of this administration is exhausting. It impacts my patients' access to care. Thank you for your work. Well, I really do hope that your patients have the access to care that they deserve, and it may just require getting Trump out of office. Thank you so much, Ray, as well, for the meteor shower on TikTok, on PayPal. Thank you so much, Aiden, for the $30 donation. Thank you so much, Aiden. Let's get 300 Aiden W's. That is AIDAN. Aiden with the 30 says, keep fighting the good fight, Dean. Well, thank you, Aiden. I hope that you're enjoying the stream today. Same thing to Courtney. Thank you for the $10 who says, I don't know why a fan would do that. I know, really fucking annoying. And then Elise, thank you for the $20 donation on PayPal. Let's get 200 Elise W's. Elise with the 20 says, I was MAGA, but after watching your lives, you changed my mind and about everything, and I'm so grateful and will forever be. Thank you so much for what you do and keep it up. I'm really happy that I could change your mind, Elise. I should be the one sending you $20, not the other way around. You're a goddamn patriot. Thank you for seeking truth and understanding that Trump is not a man that you should ever support as president. Same thing to Jenna. Thank you so much for the $18 over on PayPal who says, if anybody debates you on abortion today, you should ask them, is your goal to make abortion illegal or to reduce numbers of abortions happening? That's a really good question because overturning Roe v. Wade led to an increase in abortions. And then Jack Frost and Lily, I appreciate you guys for the goggles and the meteor showers over on TikTok as well. We actually did get a really weird restriction on the TikTok stream. I'm going to give it 10 minutes to see if it's overturned. If not, we're going to have to do a restart. We have a couple more people to thank on Venmo. Then we'll be hopping into the next debate. Thank you so much, Alexander, for the $35 donation on Venmo. Thank you so much. Alexander with the 35 says, have you and Parker thought about doing a members only monthly stream to talk about current events and take fan questions? That sounds fun. Honestly, I'll have to talk to Parker about that. Maybe if we did it together, people would love that. I would love that. Kat, thank you for the $10 as well. I appreciate you so much, Kat. You should get him on the stream. Get your dad on the stream, Kat. I'd love to chat with him. Then Sarah and Shar, thank you both for the $5. Ashley, thank you for the $10 who says, thank you for destroying Emily 3 times now and continuing to educate. I have no idea how you keep your cool, but thank you for all that you do. Thank you so much, Ashley. Joy, thank you so much for the $10. I appreciate you so much for the love, Joy. And I did see that, Joy. Yes, they are taking bets about when Trump will be found. By the way, you guys, Trump is literally missing. Fun fact. Where is he? Nobody knows. Let's go to get the next guest loaded up into the box right now, y'all. Like I said, if the appeal that I submitted on the restriction that we got on the stream is not overturned in the next 10 minutes, we will be hitting a little bit of a restart. And for everybody that's curious about Donald Trump being missing, so his administration announced a lid on him today, which means he won't be making any appearances anywhere, talking to anybody. Not to mention, it's a Saturday, And pretty much every weekend since the start of his administration, he's been spending his weekends in Mar-a-Lago. But he's not in Mar-a-Lago either. And now this next part is just baseless conjecture. He said, she said, I don't have any evidence of it. But apparently, the roads around the nearest hospital to D.C., to the White House, are shut down. Walter Reed. So I don't know what's going on. No one knows what's going on. It seems like Trump may be missing in action. Welcome in. Do you support Trump, Kyle?
Yes, I do.
How old are you?
19.
What year were you born in?
I forget.
Okay, that's because you're not actually 19, buddy. Don't lie about your age. Feel free to come up here when you're an adult. Moving on to the next guest, Kid Buck. I hope that ban is overturned. Really do. Welcome in, Kid Buck. Do you support Trump?
Somewhat.
How old are you?
28.
28. Perfect. If the election was held tomorrow, between Trump and Kamala Harris, who'd you vote for?
Trump.
Okay, so why do you support Trump as president?
Multiple reasons. Why do you support Kamala?
Well, I could tell you the reasons why I voted for like a year and a half ago, but that's really irrelevant. A, to the America that we live in today, and B, your support of the president that we have.
Okay, why do you support Joe Biden?
I just say the same thing in response. I could give you the reasons why I thought that Biden was a decent president, but that's totally irrelevant to why you support the president that we have today, Mr. Trump, and that also happens to be the topic of the live. Why do you support Trump?
I don't know, man. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know what I support anymore. I'm kind of leaning middle of everything. Seems like there's a divide in this country that needs to be resolved immediately.
That means that you're not a Trump supporter, because Trump is causing the divide. Maybe I don't know.
I don't think that it's just Trump. I think it's both. I think
here's my take. Maybe, just maybe, the reason why there's such a great divide in this country is because our president is celebrating the deaths of Democrats. Our president is calling for the execution of Democrats in Congress. Our president is referring to Democrats as terrorists. Our president is referring to immigrants as the poison of the blood of our country. But that happens on both sides. That's
irrelevant, is it not?
Then name the Democratic alternative. Sorry.
That's just a ploy to play.
Name the Democratic. What's the word I'm looking for here? Not alternative. I'll say it this way. Name the comparable Democrat that has called for the execution of sitting Republicans in Congress.
A comparable Democrat? You get what I'm saying? That this country is divided. Like, you're making money off of this stream right now, are you not?
Yes.
To divide this country in some type of way?
So I think that the point of this stream is actually to bring people together by getting us to all kumbaya with critical thought and fact. Okay. Can you answer the question that I asked you? What's the Democratic equivalent of Trump celebrating the deaths of Republicans, calling for their execution, calling them all terrorists? Like, who is the Democratic equivalent in Congress? Who is it?
Bro, I literally do not look into research like this.
Then how do you know that it's a both sides
I'm an average
thing?
American, to be honest with you. I'm not sitting here pretending I'm.
Then how do you know that it's an equally both sides?
I'm just looking at the news on a regular basis, like any average American would.
Okay, then how do you know that it's an equivalent, equally both sides thing?
Because I see it on both sides.
Then who do you see it from? That's a question that I'm asking you. What Democrat has called for the execution of Republicans sitting in Congress? Tell me.
Well, what does Trump do exactly? Because I'm willing to learn. Like, I'm not sitting here pretending like I know everything.
He called for the execution of sitting Democrats in Congress?
Exactly what happened, though.
Okay, 4 months ago, he went on Truth Social. He responded to an article posted by the Washington Examiner talking about how 6 Democrats in Congress reminded members of our military to uphold their oath, and that if Trump gives them an illegal order, they don't have to follow it. He then responded to that by saying that they're seditious traitors, and then he said that their sedition was punishable by death, and then he reposted a comment saying, hang them, George Washington would. It amounts to him calling for their literal deaths, their execution. So the question here is, what is the Democratic equivalent?
Honestly, man, I don't support. I literally don't support either sides. I just don't like the divide in the country, and I wanted to know your stance on it. I don't know really much either to either side. I'm looking.
Okay, so that means that you're not a Trump supporter. We're going to move on to the next guest, guys. Follow the rules. It's been an hour and 20 minutes, and I just feel like we really haven't had a debate, which doesn't make sense because we've had a lot of people in and out of the stream today. Why don't we have enough people for a debate? Unreal. Another couple minutes here before we have to hit a restart on TikTok in order to fix the restriction that we got. This is really annoying, you guys. Please follow our rules. Please follow the rules, guys. I hate having to repeat that so much. Welcome in. Do you support Trump? No, they just left. Perfect. That's awesome, man. Moving on to the next guest. This just came in. Martha, thank you so much for the $10 donation on PayPal. Martha says, I'm so grateful for people like you that are able to keep your cool and hold a coherent conversation with these idiots. Well, thank you, Martha. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. That's beyond kind of you. Thank you so much. Same thing to Fasi. Thank you for the $6. And then Corinne, thank you for the $7. I appreciate you guys. Welcome in, D-Sport Trump.
Are you trans?
Did you say, am I trans? Or did you say, why are you trans?
Why are you?
Why am I trans?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. Why are you a fucking moron? Get off my stream. Moving on to the next guest. We got Tyler Z loading up in. Hey, do you sport shop?
No.
Okay, bands. We're just gonna go ahead and hit the restart now, you guys. I'm pretty sure that we need our stream to be unrestricted to actually send out across that For You page to draw the Trump supporters in. I would love it if you could come back, because listen, we still have another couple hours of debates here, you guys. And after we hit a restart, we'll be able to have so much more because we won't have this weird restriction on the live, and it'll be great. So if you want to come back, please hit that follow button. It's in the top left-hand corner. The restarts only take 5 seconds. I'm not even joking. That's how long they take. And even if you want to come back, but you don't want to follow me, just hit that follow button now, come back, and then unfollow me once we're back in here. I don't care. You can do that. It's fine. All right? The faster way to come back is once the live stream ends, it'll say live has ended. It will show you my profile picture. You'll be on my account page. Once you're on my account page, count to 10, 15. That's a long that's about how long it takes for the live stream to start sending out again. Refresh the account page and then click into the new live like that. I'll see you all in 5 seconds.
I understand. That's good. Hey, keep your, I got you. I got you, D. Man, keep your pom-poms ready. Keep your pom-poms high.
The best concerts are in the summer. The best jazz festivals are in the summer. The best barbecues are in the summer. Why not stack up now?
I heard brothers come in
and wait until June, July, and August.
He has to make me understand. He compared it. He gave us a comparison. He said, if you want a car, something I wish to purchase, right? Something I wish to spend my money on. And like,
That's not the same thing.
That's how what he just made the example. What do you mean? So what I'm saying is, I'm asking this brother, because he told us to save $2,000. That's about the same for a down payment on a car. So let's be honest. Brother, are you saying that men should go out and go out in the dating market, lead them with their pocket, ready to pay for affection and love, instead of going in the market, meeting a woman to deal with what he has going on right now and accepting that and building something different?
That's a great question. Allow me to answer it. If I go to the dealership knowing that I desire that car, I can't tell them I have a promotion coming in 2 months. Can you evaluate me based on 2 months that I haven't earned yet, haven't done anything for yet? Can you evaluate me and give me the car today? They're going to say no. They're going to say, sir, I'm going to evaluate you based on where you are today and what you've done over the last 3 months.
Hey, trust and believe. I don't walk on a lot of
indication if I should even give you the car.
Brothers, let him finish, brother. Let him finish, brother.
You hear my point? They're going to say, I'm going to evaluate you where you are today, and over the last 3 months, I need receipts to see where you led to what you are doing today to evaluate you taking the car off the lot today. If you're not up to par, they're going to say, I'm sorry, sir. Please come back when you're in a position to take this car. You say you have a promotion coming in 2 months? We'll evaluate you in 2 months.
I get it, brother.
That's everyday life. I'm not evaluating a woman based on purchasing her. What I'm saying is, if you know you're going to spend the money on her anyway, if you know you're going to spend the money on yourself anyway come June, July, and August, just wait. The best barbecues, the best events, the best functions are all during June, July, and August. What would stop a man from today saying, you know what? Let me just cool it on skating right now. And let me just stack my money. Let me do the overtime. Let me get a second job if I can. Let me get rid of some stuff that I have in my house.
So, brother, I'm glad you used the car analogy, right? Can you agree that different finance companies have different requirements, sir? So one company may reject you, another company may approve you. Can you agree to that?
It's still based on where you're at today, sir.
I understand that. Is that a true statement or a false statement, sir?
Yes, but the stipulations are not they're not that far apart. They're still going to evaluate
that's your opinion, sir. That's your brother. You're using an analogy. Hold on.
They're still going to allow you to walk off the lot with the car based on what you've done over the last 3 months.
That's
Are you
He's
done?
evaluating your ability to keep the vehicle.
Can I ask a question
So,
real fast?
brother, hold on. Y'all didn't let me finish. Because, like, the
Yeah.
brother, I hear what he's doing, but he's intentionally not answering me directly and he monologuing to me.
I
So,
did
he
answer your
knows for a
question.
fact, I got you. He knows for a fact that everybody has different criteria when it comes to financing or getting this loan for this vehicle, right? Some people you may get approved for, some may give you more, some may give you less, right? My thing is, sir, you're telling me to not go out and seek the woman that'll deal with what I have right now. Because the next woman may reject what I have. It don't make sense.
Mike,
That's
can
not
I
what
ask
I'm
you one
saying.
question?
That's not what I'm saying. You're being
That's exactly what you're
disingenuous.
saying.
That's not what
But
I'm
the
saying.
thing is, when you go to a dealership and then you get denied by the major ones, where you go?
That's what I was just about to ask. What kind of
Yeah.
dealerships approve bad credit? Which
Buy,
ones?
You
buy here, pay
Kind?
here.
you got plenty of
Buy here,
places that
pay here.
will
The
approve
buy
bad
here,
credit.
pay
Yeah,
here.
They
Buy here, pay
advertise
here.
it.
so answer that
They
question.
advertise it.
Buy here, pay here.
Hold on. So when you can't get approved by the major dealerships, where do you go?
Buy here, pay here.
You go
Buy
to a
here,
used
pay
car
here.
place
The
where
lowest
they
of the
say
Okay,
that
and
you
low.
can
what
come
kind
with
of
any
cars
type
do
of
they
credit.
do they sell you the best quality cars?
Lemon
Um,
juice.
Sometimes.
so
Lemon juice.
another man trash is another man's treasure. So it depends on
Facts.
it's a matter of opinion when
Lemon
you say that.
juice.
It's in the eye of the beholder.
Cause let's be honest, it's a lot of used vehicles out here.
Facts.
It ain't no
A
low
lot
mileage
of them.
vehicles out here a lot.
Not in
Let's just be
busting.
But
honest.
the
So you
point
have to
Not in
is,
settle,
busting.
they
right? The
want to
broke man
take
has
you
to settle.
economically
I
where
mean,
you
even if
are
he had money, he
today
gonna have to deal with
to
something with
see.
some mileage on it
But
out
the
here.
point, sir, is they want to take you where you are today to see your ability to maintain and keep the vehicle going
If I
forward.
maintain so far, guess what? I'm going to maintain thus far.
No, D. The point is though, he has a certain criteria, a certain way that he wants to deal with the woman. He doesn't know if that man's a 50-50 man. He doesn't know. I just want to land.
Hold
Let's
on,
land. Let me land.
just say, hold on one second. Just say, Miss J say,
They
hold on
always
one
look. They
second.
always doing
She
that.
came in the
So
door too
listen. The
hot,
point
man.
here,
That
brother,
right to me,
he's trying to prepare us to deal with a certain type of woman, and I'm not falling for that. Sir, if you feel like you have to cater to this woman and provide 100% for this woman by dating this woman, that's on you, sir. But other men don't feel
Facts.
that way. Some men may be 50-50. Some may be providers. Some may just sit on the couch. But just guarantee you this: it's a woman willing to deal with that man and meet him where he is in life right now. Because I've heard it on a panel several times. So you can't tell me
Facts.
it's logical to tell that man to not go into the dating market to seek that specific woman. I land.
Why,
Just say, hold
why aren't you,
on. Just say.
sir? Why are you
And
changing?
don't ain't even get your prompt read down to you. Hold on one second. Let them dialogue.
Why aren't you addressing
You
it the
hot
way
and
that I've
spicy
posed
on
it?
that.
Why aren't you addressing it that way?
I'm
I
addressing it
said
directly,
Say
the
that
brother.
again.
I'm
component.
coming here because I want to finish what the fuck I was saying. Because I couldn't hear. So I'm going to ask the fucking question again. So I'm going to ask the fucking question again. Hold on. Don't be ha ha ha. So answer my motherfucking question I asked. So
All right.
if you don't get approved by the major dealerships, where do you fucking go?
Used
Buy here,
car
buy
lot.
here.
Used car lot, ma'am.
Okay,
Use
why
car
the
hot
fuck you going to a used car lot?
Because
because
some of them will approve you with bad credit.
Oh,
yep.
Some
so
of
do
them,
you
your
think
cash is your credit.
what?
Facts.
Somewhat
Some of
Some
those
cash
places,
is
your
your credit.
cash is your credit.
cash is your credit. And what
Buy
and
here,
where
pay
those
here.
some of those places would you get? Do you get the best quality vehicles?
It depends on the person. Every one man's trash is another man's treasure. That's a matter of opinion,
Facts.
ma'am.
Oh,
Facts.
but I'm going to ask you again. Do you get the best quality vehicles?
Sometimes.
It may be trash to me, may be treasure to you. That's
I
a
didn't
personal
say
opinion, ma'am.
trash. I said, do you get the best quality vehicles?
Um,
Sometimes.
yeah,
Sometimes.
Oh my God! Now we're gonna play games
I
now.
got you, Nick. I'm finna answer it
Sometimes.
Y'all
directly.
playing
Some,
games?
You get
yes,
cars. I'm finna
yes.
answer the question
Yes.
directly. You get cars with miles on them. You get a few cars with miles on them. That's what you get.
Uh-huh.
But that's also in
You
the
think
dating
it's a
market, whether you
few
have good credit or
miles?
not.
Few miles? Are you getting pre-certified vehicles?
I mean, the tires are
200,000.
bald on it,
They,
like real
I
ran
mean,
through.
they
Okay.
certified.
Well, when
They
you got
certified.
bad credit and you can't get approved by the major dealerships, you gonna get what you could get.
Nah.
I would say the man with good credit, he's getting the same type of vehicles with high mileage on
Facts.
it that the broke man is.
Facts.
Okay, so and when broke men can't get approved at the major dealerships, you got to get the used vehicles.
Hey, they
That is
use
Love
correct.
how intellectually dishonest they
at the
are.
hold
That
on,
is
Right.
just
correct.
say.
They
Hey,
never
To
want to
be
answer the
honest, that is
question
not.
directly.
There's no V cars out here. It's a lot of mileage out here.
Facts.
The man that's
Facts.
financially stable will be getting the
Yeah,
same high
so
mileage woman.
and that's how you should look at your life. if you can't get approved by the major dealerships and get a new car without putting $10,000 or $15,000 on it, then you shouldn't be trying to get you a high value woman.
They sell used cars at the major dealerships too. They sell
Yeah,
used cars now.
they sell some used cars.
What about the
Hey,
screwdriver?
But
you got
people
mounts on there.
but most people ain't that got good credit ain't going there to get a used vehicle.
All depends on who it is.
If you go to Honda, why would you go to Honda dealership to get a Nissan Sentra?
Hey, it all depends. He might be personally for a kid.
So again, why would you go to a BMW to get a Volkswagen?
What about the screwdriver?
Maybe he seen a Volkswagen on the lot and he was like, "What? Let me see that."
Because the person with the Volkswagen traded that car in for a BMW.
Hey, maybe he was looking for a Volkswagen and caught what he was looking for.
No, he went there to get a BMW, but he didn't qualify for one.
She's cooking, y'all.
It's a percentage.
You need to stop your count and put your pom-pom down. Retire your pom-poms, man.
So basically, you may went to the dealership wanting one vehicle, but you didn't qualify for it. So they had a used vehicle of a customer who traded in their vehicle for the one that they did qualify.
I got you,
and
Miss
you
Nikki.
couldn't get it.
I got you. Ooh, guess what? I
Nick,
used to
I'm
work
sorry
at
to
Ford.
say, it
Wait,
ain't that many
Mike.
Bugattis
Mike.
out
I
here,
got
man.
some. I got some. I used to
You
work
got
at
nothing.
Ford.
You don't got nothing.
I used to work at Ford. So guess what? Guess what? You say the major dealerships got brand new cars. Yeah, they got brand new cars. But guess what? What they do to them brand new cars before they come on the lot with zero mileage? They test drive them.
It's
so
okay
they got to get
drive a
test
couple
drove.
cars.
They get test drove by people that's broke.
Why not test drive the car? But they don't have a lot of mileage on it because my daughter didn't have a lot of mileage on her. First of all, okay, you're not listening. My daughter just bought last year in June of 2024. She bought a 2025 Toyota Camry in June of 2024. She did not have. She had over 3,000 miles on it.
I mean,
so cut it out.
You could get something like that sometimes, but guess what?
No, you can get that a lot because they got a lot of new cars.
And then the other thing is the same protections do not go on a used car. So if it has over a certain amount of miles, you're not protected.
And banks put a restriction on how long you can finance certain used cars.
Y'all are always deflecting.
I ain't deflecting.
Where did that Captain Dropper Mike go?
I don't know. Broke and Mike left.
Look, every time he lose, he drops. Every time Mike go and Shine lose, he drops.
We ain't we gonna hold it down. We ain't we got some more.
You don't got nobody. Mike is a weak whacker. Every time
wake up, man.
He drops.
Be nice.
We stay cooking, Nick.
And where's Jay at? And Jay down there, you talk about sell it. I'd rather the women to sell their shit than to give it up to you for free, brokey. You shouldn't get nothing for free. Who said that broke man was entitled to free shit? Where do you get free shit from?
Dang. Just because we broke, we can't get nothing free.
Right now. I'm a panelist. Huh?
They give out samples. Well, you
go get that itty bitty sample from the grocery store. That itty bitty bite.
It's tasty.
Jay, you go. Why'd you go sell
put out my money to give y'all something here. I'm tired of giving out my money.
Hold on, my alarm came on. OG, I know you ain't talking. You should be talking when you owe me $1,125.
First of all, you got to
you
earn.
Owe me $1,125.
You got to earn what you want, baby.
Let me tell you something. First of all, you are straight broke. You needed 2 jobs to actually take care of your.
First off,
yourself.
So what
you
the
have
fact
enough
that
money for groceries.
That
work
sets
2
the
jobs,
standard.
got nothing
That
for
lets you
groceries.
know. That lets you know I'm not a lazy
you
man.
You be eating
that
bread and rice every damn day.
That lets you know I'm not a lazy
meal
man.
you had today.
That
Tell
lets
them
you
the
know
meal
I'm
you
not a
had
lazy
today.
man.
Tell them what you had for breakfast.
I'm not
Tell
a
them what
lazy
you
man.
had for breakfast. What?
I'm not a lazy man. That lets you know I'm not a lazy man.
I don't care about you being lazy, but you sweat and stink. Sweat and stink. You sweat and stink.
Well, stinking is good if you're making money. I'd rather make the money and be stink than not have no.
But why you can't? You making money, but you still didn't give me my $1,025. $1,125 you owe me now because you just gave me 20 today.
Girl, you know you gotta earn that. You ain't gonna sit there and get
First of all, I
this.
don't need to earn nothing. You owe me that. What you talking about?
Earn
Since
that,
you,
girl.
this is how
Don't
broke
quit
he is.
trying to play in
He
front
haven't
of these.
made no down
No,
payments.
don't sit there trying to play in
That's
front of
why
these.
you
Girl, you
couldn't
gotta
afford to
earn
get
that,
your
girl.
teeth done. That's why
Girl,
you
you
couldn't
can't
afford
play
to get
like
your
that,
teeth
girl.
done, and that
The
is part
teeth
of
got
broke.
done, Nick. Plus, I'm a
Yeah, 4
man.
to 6 months
Plus, I'm a
later.
man.
4 to
That
6
no,
months
no.
later.
3 weeks
4 to
later.
6 months
3
later.
weeks later.
Sorry, liar. 4 to
I
6
work
months later.
overtime 3 Fridays. Remember, I only
No,
can schedule it
you
4
had to push,
Fridays.
but you had to postpone your dental
Well,
appointments
everybody, let me
so
let
you
me
get
let
that
me
money
tell let
to
me
pay
let me let me let
your
me
out of pocket
let me
costs.
let me let me
Yeah, what
let me
you
tell
talking
y'all what
about?
she did to me. I got my teeth done on Friday morning at 9 o'clock. By 10 o'clock, she said, "When you
4 to
coming into the
6 months
live?" She
later.
asked me when I'm coming
4
into
to
the
6
live,
months
and my
later.
mouth is all
4
red
to
juice
6
all
months
running through my
later.
mouth. She asking me,
4
"Are
to
you gonna
6
still
months
nod?"
later.
I'm telling y'all, this woman is heartless.
4 to 6. What? No, repeat what
It's
I
crazy.
said. No, repeat what I said. Repeat what I
I don't know
said.
what you said. You just yapping your gums for no reason.
Yeah,
Cat
who's
said
that
the galaxy.
galaxy for?
Who's that galaxy for, Cat?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Cat
Hoping
trying to
for,
get it done.
hoping for Nick Nick speaks 32-29. Get
let me
her
tell you
get her
something.
out of here.
Uh-oh,
Let
she
me tell
said
you
two
something.
galaxies.
I'm worth.
Uh-oh.
First of all, to
It's
drop me,
5 galaxies to get Nick
to
speaks
drop
50
me.
underscore up out of there. Yeah.
Blah.
5 galaxies to get up
What the
out of here.
hell?
Get up out of here.
I'll be back
No.
later. I have to
All
drop.
right
Okay.
now.
No problem.
Now y'all make sure. Now y'all know y'all can double up. If she ain't,
Well,
if
Hey,
they
Cat
gotta
Cat.
got
do
it all,
10K.
y'all
So
can
10K
add
take
in
me
2 more
down,
galaxies
motherfucker.
to
Hey,
get her
Cat so
up the
crazy.
panel.
Now
10K.
that they don't want to hear a voice of reason and they're sending galaxies.
Yeah,
Okay.
it don't matter because you can't afford to take me down.
Here we go.
Hello, guys. Wait a minute. I want to hear that from Nick though.
What? Hear what?
I want to hear Nick say that Nick need to be drop off.
Oh, how you want to get dropped off? Oh, you gotta throw 10,000 coins to drop me.
You're not Nick 50. You're not
Yeah,
Nick
I'm the
48.
backup.
You
I'm the
Nick.
backup.
That's the problem. You're not
I
the
got
real
all backup.
version.
I got more power. I got
He
more
said that's the
powers than
problem. You
D
gotta take
Nice.
me.
I have more powers than D Nice and OG.
I could drop you
Facts.
right now. You can't do
She's
Facts.
it.
a
But
drop her.
I
She's
could
not a
block you right now.
moderator.
I could block you.
She definitely got more than me.
You know better
Yeah.
than that now. You
I
ain't gonna
got
just
bare
jump in and block
bases.
nobody for no reason. You better have a reason to block them.
OG, you know you've been blocked many times.
Yeah. If nobody know, I was blocked 2 days ago.
I did.
Yeah.
I just say X. I'm like, what the heck? I seen
Yep.
that in the live. I'm like, what the heck? I just
Yep.
ain't there say nothing. I'm like, man, OG gonna be
Yeah.
back
OG always get
next
blocked.
day.
Yeah, I mean, she always saying something slick out the mouth. You know what I mean?
First of all,
She
I know
just
you
got to
talking.
sometimes
Listen,
you
I
got
can
to
still show those
tell.
text messages. I'll put it up on the
I'm
green
good.
screen because I'm on my
I'm
backup
good.
right now.
I'm good.
How
I'm
about
good.
Uh
this?
oh.
I'll
Give
take
me
Uh
care.
give
oh.
me 20
Nick.
bucks because I'm on my
Hey.
backup. I'm on the Nick Speaks 50. You didn't make no bets with Nick Speaks 50 underscore.
Oh, so the best of all. Okay.
Hey, can we talk about the elephant in the room?
Who's the elephant?
No, I just talking about OG's picture. I just wanted to
Oh,
answer
Wow.
the question. That's pretty cool, actually. I just want to
Hold
answer
on,
the.
let me get a disclaimer real quick. No
yeah.
cursing, no vulgar language for everybody up here. And go ahead, you can talk real quick.
Oh, I'll try not to offend anyone. I just wanted to answer the question. I think for who it should be allowed is like it should be up to the date, really, like whether or not they're okay with that. But I feel like anybody can date as long as you're upfront about whether or not you have money for the date. That should be like step one, and just regular communication. Some people are for that, where like my wife and I, we've been through good and hard times where sometimes we don't have enough money for going on the dates we'd like to do. So that's just good practice is communication, whether or not you could have the budget for the date. But I think that's where it all stems from, is having the communication between you two, whether or not that's something you should be doing at the time.
Well, what luxuries have you provided for your wife that would make her want to invest in you since you, I guess, would have been considered a broke man?
What was the first word you used?
Okay, if you're a broke man, what enticements did you give your wife to make her want to be with you? Or was it your demeanor? Was it your communication style that led her want to invest into you, being as though that you were broke?
Well, personally, I think it was just the demeanor, just being able to, like I said, tackle on challenges. Because really, it starts at the conception, right? When you're meeting and you're courting, that all those challenges you're going through, if you're real about it, it gives you a tiny peek into what married life would be like. At least it did for us. We dated for 2 years before we got married, and
Okay,
so we got.
so you were dating with purpose, I'm assuming.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so you laid your cards out on the table from the get-go. Is that correct?
Oh yeah, no games.
Okay, well, most broke men who are dating casually, they don't do that. They just want to have some type of intimate encounter and move on. And unfortunately, sometimes those encounters, lead to unfortunate things such as childbirth.
Yeah, I get that, but that's where I think communication is important, and probably a lot of discernment too, to unfortunately weed out those guys that are lying to you, or trying to give you a false what do you call that? False
Manipulation.
confidence about them.
We call it manipulation. Call it what it is.
Yeah, toxic.
But based on
Chaotic gaslighting.
Yep.
okay. But
That's not gaslighting. A lot of people don't know what gaslighting means. That's not gas.
Fullness.
Wait, are you gaslighting me, D Nice?
That's not this
Is
shit.
this gas? Are you gaslighting
Nope.
me right now, D Nice?
Nope. No gaslight. No gaslights. No gaslights.
I bet
Nope.
Steph,
Yeah,
would you say teamwork makes the dream work?
absolutely, but it's never 50-50.
Oh, no need for 50-50.
How
A
can
man
you build
can
a
pay all
kingdom
the bills
together
and
if it's not
contribute as well.
50-50?
But what I'm asking, Seth, is that because you and your wife worked together, y'all had a successful relationship, correct?
Yeah, I mean it's not perfect, but we work it.
Hold on, just say. And so if a broke man is willing to find a woman that he can work together with, they can make it work, correct?
Yeah, I mean that's how we all got here.
I'm a land
Our
right there. Thank
ancestors
you,
had the
Seth.
same struggle.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
I just want to clarify because I felt like that dig was towards me. Gaslighting is a form of psychological manipulation where someone makes another person doubt their own memory, perception, or reality. So, for example, if the goal is control, so
How does a broke man make
you're
you
trying to
doubt your
confuse
doubt that?
someone by having them start questioning themselves instead of trusting
Not
what they
true.
know to be true.
Not true.
So
Not
stop
true.
it.
Not true. That ain't what a
Do
broke
you
man
know what
does.
gaslighting is?
Yes, ma'am.
Broke men do it all the time. You want me to give you an example?
Disney
D-Nice?
gaslighted me into
Yes,
thinking
I'm
they could
listening.
make Star Wars
Yeah,
again.
okay. For example, your woman go through your phone when she saw that you text a woman. Then she would confront you about it. You like, you didn't see nothing in my phone. I didn't have no woman in my phone. I ain't texting no woman in the phone. And you are denying it, even though the evidence is in your phone and she saw it.
You can't
That would
deny
be
something when she say her name. When she say her
no,
name,
you
hey,
no, you
hey,
deny it.
no.
You deny it.
I can't deny it if she said the name. She said
No,
the
but
name, and
y'all
I know she
do
don't know the
deny it.
name.
Y'all do.
Hey,
She catch you.
she
She
knows.
catch you.
She
She
knows.
catch you with a woman in the car and you deny it.
Like
And
that
she
movie
saw
Now,
that and you deny
I
it.
give you that. I
right?
did
Like that
deny
movie
it.
where
Yeah,
the
I
guy
those
denied it.
examples of gaslighting.
But that
exactly,
was
but like
years
that
ago.
movie where
I
the
was
guy
just
was
getting out
trying
of
to convince
college.
his wife that what she was seeing and hearing and all that stuff was not true,
Was not
like
true.
making
You guys
her
talking about
question
the
her
Notebook?
sanity. Like that's gaslighting. People use it wrong all the time, but the thing is, like, it's the definition is a psychological manipulation, sir.
Exactly. A broke man
And
not
that's
doing that.
very toxic too, because some men, when they take advantage of the women and they use it all the time, that can cause her to go through some sort of I don't want to say mental illness, but
Like a
it can
DV.
cause mental illness. It does cause mental illness because you cause her to stress over things, get depressed over things, and make her believe that things is not true and it is true.
Like
What if Ryan Gosling
That
was
DV,
gaslighting his
it
wife
can
in
be
the
dangerous.
Notebook?
yeah, like so, people who go through DV, they experience a lot of that. But narcissists, they tend to do that. Like there's a lot of different, yeah.
Okay, so we all.
This is currently an open panel.
I believe it is. I believe they are talking about.
I just want to make a brief point. The analogy I was making about the car was simply this: when you go in there, they rate where you are today, but they look at in many cases, the last 3 months of your income to vet you on your ability to maintain to maintain the vehicle
Yeah.
moving forward.
Okay, can you drop him?
That's what it's
Hey,
for. So I
Ken,
was correlating that for
you gonna have
relationships.
to drop. Hold on, Ken. You're gonna have to drop 2 galaxies because Cash sent the galaxy for you. Or you can wait 5 minutes and go down. It's
I'll
on you.
wait 5 minutes. That was just the point that I was making about
Can
it.
you
It's
come
just
right back, okay, sir? Because you make a lot of sense, and they don't like hearing people who make sense.
Yeah, if I want to know about the months of the year, sure. Okay.
Yeah, if I want to know about
Yeah, like I
cars and
said,
dealerships
if you want to know about cars, most of them payday loan people, they'll never sell a Toyota and they'll never sell a Honda, but they'll sell everything else. They'll try to get you a BMW, Mercedes, all the cars that typically have high
Y'all
costs.
violate the rules. One, you cannot drop people without my approval. That's one. Y'all still being hard headed about that. Two, the galaxy drops are not transferable. She tried to drop me with those 2 galaxies. They are not transferable. Sorry, bring him back
Why
up,
didn't you
but you don't get
tell
to
me
talk about
that?
cars.
Why didn't you
Ken,
tell
come
me
on
Because
back.
that?
I'm at Petco. I can't. I'm doing too many things.
Okay.
So
All
yeah.
right.
So
I didn't know.
come on.
I'll bring Ken back. Hold on.
Yeah. So galaxy drops are not transferable. Sorry.
thank you.
Well, Kat,
There you
you
go.
heard that.
that mean I still have my 2 galaxy? Yep, you got your 2 galaxies. You
I
tried to throw them at
want
me,
D Nice.
but no
I want D
dealerships.
Nice or OG to
No
address the point
dealership
that I just
contact.
made. Because
Yeah.
sorry, Nick, I didn't
No
want to speak
problem.
over you.
Oh, no
I
problem.
want D Nice to speak on this and OG separately because
Okay.
I believe both have a perspective. But again, the point is simply this: they do that not to block you from the vehicle. They're taking what you've already done, backdating it to about 3 months of your income to where you are currently walking in the door to see your ability to maintain and keep the vehicle moving forward. They don't want to repo the vehicle. They don't
I
want
got
you to
something
lose the
quick for
vehicle,
you.
and they don't want you to struggle with the
Don't you
vehicle.
think some people could walk in a dealership just based off their name and they gonna be able to get that vehicle? And don't you think some people walk in a dealership and they look at what you have been through and they be like, you know what?
Absolutely not.
Yes, that's true. It's true.
Absolutely not, because
How
it's
many
not
cars
about
have
your
you had
name.
in your life?
Your name is only relevant based on your
You older than
economic
me, so how many
and your
cars?
financial history.
How many vehicles have you had in your life?
Over
You older
10.
than me?
Over
Huh?
10.
Over 10?
Over
Okay.
10.
Over
Well over
20?
10.
Over 20?
My point is,
Over.
in
Oh,
1 year
wait a
alone,
minute.
I
Over 20?
purchased 7.
Wait
The
a
point that
minute.
I'm
Over
making
20?
is, we're
Over
purchasing
20?
them. It had
If
nothing
you
to do
ain't
with my
married, if you
name.
ain't married at over 20, we
It
can't even
had
talk
nothing
about
to
this
do with
stuff
my
that
name.
I'm
It had
talking
to do
about.
with my
We can't even
credit
talk about that.
score and my financial history. It didn't. My name didn't
I've
mean
been
anything
getting
when I walked
vehicles
in
since I
there.
was in high
My
school.
best
So right
My
now.
experience
financial
was
history
in the
was what
Toyota
they've asked
dealership.
me about.
Period, point blank.
Because it rated my ability to purchase the vehicles, and that's all that mattered. It had nothing to do with my name. My name tied to my financial stability.
I still could get the same vehicle you get. Guess what? I'm just gonna have high interest rates, but I still could get the same vehicle you get.
Well,
It
I'm
doesn't.
glad you said
It,
that. I'm
does,
glad
it
you said
doesn't
that because most
disqualify
men in
me.
that situation,
It doesn't
most,
disqualify me.
I'm glad you said that because hypothetically, when you think about it, you may be able to sustain that vehicle, but there might be 8 other people that will lose that vehicle because they will have a financial mishap or hardship that will push them to the breaking point where they will not be able to keep the vehicle.
That can happen
Vehicle
to
is not
anybody.
the breaking
That
point,
can happen
bro.
to anybody.
The vehicle is the
Anybody.
breaking point.
Because with your higher payments, and it's pushing you to a level where someone normally your payment would be, let's say, $350, and now you're paying $700 a month. You don't
Hey,
have any room for any mistakes or
when
even
they get in
emergencies
that
at
car,
that point.
you think they thinking about that? They looking at their car and they smiling. Let's go to
They're
the car
not,
wash.
but when you think about
Let's go
it,
to the car
Nick
wash.
made an excellent point about what kind of dealerships you go to. Those are called predatory lenders because they don't care if
Be
you can't
careful with
pay.
be
Because
careful
what
with
do they
that
do? They
word.
take the
Be
car
Ken,
careful
back.
with the
broke
word.
men
Remember,
don't
the
Hold
plan
on,
for the
biggest
Jesse. Hold on,
future.
Jesse.
predator,
Hold on,
the
Jesse. Hold on,
Broke
Jesse.
dealership
men do not
itself,
plan for the
bro.
future.
Hold on, Jesse. Be careful with that P word, Ken. Be careful with that P word. Be careful. That P word, Ken said, be careful with it.
P.
Okay,
Tory.
I won't say it
Yeah.
again, but I understand because if I
Yeah.
changed it, it would have meant something else. But that
Yeah.
type of lending has a specific name associated with it because they target people with higher interest rates,
Well, the
and they
people
don't
don't
care if you
even need
can't.
the money
They
and
don't
they
care
got
if
the
you're not
money.
stable enough going forward. They don't care if
Well, if you
they
got the
give you the
money.
highest payment possible because all they're thinking
Okay,
is
so
if you
what if you
can't
got the
pay
money?
for it, I'm
Don't
just
you
going to
know
take the car
you
back.
could put extra down and still get the same interest rate that you got?
Extra down.
So
Okay, now you're proving my point. That's why I
you could
said
put
put dating off.
that's not
So you
proving
have
up.
more of a
That's
cushion to
not
work
proving my
with when
point.
you
That's not proving the
start.
point.
can get the
I think I'll
same
just
money
call an
you can
Uber.
get
Push dating
It's
off
the
so you have
same
more of a
woman.
cushion to
and I
start
got
with.
400.
OC, go ahead, go on now.
You always can get the same type of caliber of woman that you can get. It's just that can I keep her? But I darn sure know I can get access to it. I
Facts.
can't keep her, but I know I can get access to it. Same thing you again. So if you're making that car analogy, it's null and void because we can both get the same kind of woman. It's just that can I
Facts.
keep her?
Hey, it's either that or everybody else gets an Uber.
Right? No,
Facts.
OG, was that you that just said that?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a perfect point. See, a broke man let's say he may get that woman, but can he keep her?
Never know.
Now we're talking about
You gotta go through it first.
maintaining a certain type of expectation that she may have with you. And
You
it's
gotta
not
go
just about
through it
your
first.
personality, it's not just about your smile, it's not just about your charm. She may want to actually do something.
Okay.
Get jiggy with it. Yeah, I can
You acting
get
like
jiggy
that
with
ain't
it.
gonna happen. That happens in relationships. You want to do something. You want to keep it going. You want to do this, do this. Hey, okay, guess what? We're building together, not building something together. You gave me something and put it with me to know. Building something together with our conversation. What you're trying to
Please
do,
explain
what
to
I'm
me,
trying to do,
D-Nice.
we're putting it in motion. That's all
D-Nice,
we
please
doing.
explain to me why it would be an issue to wait
Mhm.
literally 90 days.
Why
That
would I
could
wait
literally
90
impact the
days?
rest of
Steve
your life
The
Harvey.
with
thing
this
is,
Listen
woman.
here, Steve Harvey. Come on. Come on. Come on. Stop.
thank you. Thank you. Thank
You
you.
must have
Thank
read
you.
this.
That's why I
Yeah,
think
90 days.
Ken,
Where you
I
got
have
what's
to
90
more
days?
important is
rebuttal that.
maturity.
Let me say this:
Go ahead,
your
Kat.
capacity of doing things doesn't mean like that's my capacity of doing things. If you cannot do it, I can do it. Why should I do what you are doing, though?
What I'm saying is if a man has the ability to make extra income and save it, and his intention is to date, he already has the mindset that he's going to spend it on a woman. That's why I'm
But
using that
that's what I'm
as a
telling you.
basis.
If I have
Why?
the ability to do both, I'm going to my work and I still can meet somebody at the same time. But if you choose to not do it, that's fine. But if I have that mental capacity, emotional capacity to do that, why should I do what you are doing actually?
Because it's a time investment. If you know that you can earn an extra 20 hours working in that week, you have to, you at that point, you're literally making a conscious decision to spend 20 hours with her or 20 hours at
20
the job.
hours?
And
20
Like,
hours? Are
who
you
does spend
serious?
20
Ken,
hours with an individual? It doesn't make sense.
that makes no
Why would you
sense
spend
at all.
24 hours with somebody?
I
When
didn't
do you
say
actually
24
sleep?
hours. I didn't
24
say
hours, but
24.
you need actually 6 to 8 hours to be able to sleep. You said 24 hours. Like,
No, I
what?
said 20. If your job offered you an additional 20 hours, right? And you could work, let's not even say 20. If it's 10 hours for the week,
You could do both.
that's 10 hours that you're not going to be able to dedicate to that woman.
How?
Man,
How?
I
That's
ain't
why I'm
putting that
saying,
woman on
why
no
not just
pedestal
put
like
off
that. I'm gonna
dating?
go get my money, Ken.
Thank
I'm
you,
gonna get my
OG.
money, and I
Thank
see
you,
you
OG.
when
Exactly.
I see you,
Thank you,
lady.
OG.
That's what I'm
Thank you,
saying.
OG.
That's why I'm saying, why not just put dating up? Because
You don't
I
have
know
to
for
put
a
it off.
fact
I could do both.
women want,
I
they
could do
want
both.
quality
I could get
time.
overtime and
What
go to
we are
date.
challenging
I,
is we are not, all of us, we
Ken,
are
Ken
different.
has
What
a
you
Ken
can
has
do
a
it, I
high
can do
payment.
it.
Ken got something he can't afford. He can't
thanks.
afford.
No,
He
that's
can't
not what
afford
I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is, why is it a problem? Why
what
is
I
it a
say.
Why
problem?
is it a problem for me
Knowing,
today?
knowing that
Why
the
is it a
best
problem for me
events
today then?
start
That's
in
the
June,
thing.
July, and August, why is it a problem to say,
Why do
I'm
I
not
have
going to
to
date
do
right
that for
now.
you?
I'm going to
To
take
benefit you?
advantage of the
Okay, Ken,
economics that I
what you are
can.
saying, let me say this. What you are saying, you are absolutely, totally, completely right. And the point we are making is you are not wrong. You are absolutely right. The thing is, I'm not you. I can do it.
Facts.
You
Facts.
right, and I can do it. I'm not you. I can do it.
But
That's
ma'am,
the
with all
point
due
we are
respect,
making.
ma'am, with all due respect, most of these broke men can. They're just not choosing
That's
to.
cap. You don't know most of these broke men. You can't say that. That's
A
cap.
lot of them, you can't tell me a lot of them don't have an opportunity to get a second job or work overtime.
You
They're
don't know that.
choosing not
You
to.
You
don't
are
know
you
that.
I'm gonna
you
say
know
it
You
like
what?
don't
this,
know
You are
that.
Ken.
not
Not
you
in
are not
these hot
lying.
economic times, people are
Okay,
losing
let
jobs.
me
Ken.
On the
let
real,
me
people
bring
losing
another
jobs daily.
analogy, right? Is that when somebody
My
commit a
first point. So
crime,
now is the time to date, knowing that people are losing their
let me ask
jobs.
you a question. Do you think like if you commit a crime, I commit a crime, we commit the same crime, should we be judged the same amount of years just because we committed the same crime? If you never saw certain cases where you committed the same crime than another person, but you don't get the same years, are you gonna say like, oh well, he was favorized and I was not?
Consideration your history. That's
Here
why
go
they
Thank
allow
you
Cap.
so
letters from
much.
your
Cap.
family,
Thank you
your
so
Cap.
much.
clergy, your
Cap.
work,
Thank you so
because they want to
much.
see what type of
Yeah.
person that you are,
See?
and they bring that into
Absolutely.
consideration.
Thank you. You say what they want to see, what kind of person you are. Whenever they judge somebody, we go up to the childhood of that person because you are a product of your environment, and we need to understand which environment you grow up in that made you becoming who you are. Like you say, they will learn who you are personally, and that's where we are establishing here. Personally, I am
Facts.
not you.
I
Ma'am,
want to I want
Personally,
to
ma'am,
challenge that
I
point
am
most of
not
these
Facts.
you.
broke men, the point is I'm not
We
making
could have went
excuses.
through the same
Ken, who making
circumstances.
excuses?
We are
Sir,
coming from
you
the
and I
same
both know
background.
that most
But
companies, you can go to any company and you'll see one man
We
struggling
talking
eating a
about
boiled
broke
egg and a
men.
bologna sandwich for lunch,
Wait,
and you see
wait,
another
wait,
man pull
wait.
up in a brand new F-150. They
What
work at
does
the
that
same
mean?
company. One
Ken,
man is
that mean
financially literate, the other one
Ken, does that
isn't.
mean that mean he
that's
coming
what
at a
we are
stunt for who?
saying.
To
No,
stunt for
You
who,
just
I'm going to
said
Ken?
the
say that
same things we
again.
are
He's
We
saying.
coming to
all
stunt for
know
who,
that you can
Ken?
work at the same company
He's
making the
stunning
same
for who,
hourly
Ken?
wage.
Who he's trying to impress? You don't
We
know if
see
the
this
other
every day.
one man could
You
have a family of 5. The other man could have no family, just him. So of course he could come out and buy this and buy that and buy this and
That's
buy
not
that.
always the
Guess
case,
what?
sir.
The other man that got the family of 5, he have to take care of his family. So the same money that they're making at the job, it
You
ain't
and
no
I both
financial.
know
Listen
statistically,
to me.
based
It's
on the
not
prompts,
financial
And
most of these
literacy.
okay,
men are
let
It's
me
not
bring
not
taking
up.
care of their
Wait a
financial
minute.
kids.
literacy to take care of your
You and
family.
I
You
both
take
know,
care of
based
your
on the
family
stats that
first.
Nick's
All
prompt, these
this
men are
just
not
go
taking
by
care of their kids.
F-150
These men
just
are
to
Ken,
not
show that
taking
I
care
can
of their
bag because we
kids.
make the same money. That
You and I
makes no
wait a
both know,
minute.
sense.
based on
That
the
makes
Ken,
no
prompts, these
sense.
men
Ken,
are not taking care of their
You
kids.
don't know what you say. What
Based on the
you say?
prompt
What?
that
let's
based on
stop
Hey,
Nick's
do you know
prompt
the
going left
percentage?
and
and
the
Do you know?
statistics that she's
Wait,
showing,
Miss
a
K,
lot of
hold on,
these
Miss
men
K,
are
hold
not
on, hold
taking
on.
care of their
Do you know the
kids.
Wait a
percentage?
minute, Ken.
Ken, do you
Let's
know the
go.
percentage of the men that take care of their
Deny.
family in 2026? Do you know the
Can you allow
percentage?
me? They can. Let's stop to go left and right. You provided your car analogy, and I provided you a criminal analogy, and you said it yourself, right? They study case by per case, individual by individual, establishing that we are not all the same. When I provided you commit the same crime, I commit the same crime. That's the equivalent. You coming from a broke community, you coming from a broke neighborhood. Guess what? I'm I can be coming out of that neighborhood and do better than you will do. That's it.
But ma'am,
Facts.
based on the stats
Facts.
that Nick tied to the prompt, it's
The
not
stats
working in that
includes
same
both. It
direction.
don't just include
Do we
men. It
know there
includes
is
both.
a major we know there is a huge number of people who are making big mistakes. Finance is a status that you can change, but some people they are making moral and conscious decision. You don't make a child with money. You don't have sex with money. What? Do you? I don't know. Do you lay down on the bed and then you have sex with money? No, you do not.
Ma'am,
You do
Facts.
not.
80,
Now you
80 to 90% of the issues that a person
Let's be
has on a
logical and
ma'am,
rational.
ma'am, 80 to 90% of the stressors that a person has in their everyday life is financially
cap,
related.
cap,
Nobody,
cap,
nobody.
cap.
Who
No
say that you
stats
are
on that.
wrong?
No
No, who
stats on
say
that.
that you are wrong? I
He's
agree with
making
you.
it up. He's making that up.
Didn't I say he
If you're
disagree? But
financially
I
stable, you
agree
don't have to
with
think about
you.
what do you have
There's
to lay in
no
your head. You
stats
don't have
on
to think
that.
about your lights, gas, or electricity. You don't have to think about what you're driving and if it
Ken,
breaks down. You don't
ain't
have to think
nobody
about the
thinking
gas going
about
in the
none of that
vehicle.
because the
You have
man is
less
check to
stressors in
check
life.
living and his
You have
bills
less
paid.
stressors in life.
It ain't no stress. It's stress to you.
That's
It's
where we
stress
are
to the
saying
person.
the way you manage your stress is
What you
not
say, OG?
the way I manage my stress.
This summer, man. I'm going. I may end up broke. The gas bill coming in 200 with the air conditioner is going to be like $500.
Yeah, it's gonna be what it's gonna
Hey,
be. But
I
you know,
gotta
we make
weigh in on
that's what we
something
make
too.
Esther for. That's what we make Esther for.
Nice.
But
Can I
that's
ask Ken
now,
a
now
couple
see, D
questions?
Nice, it sounds like you're saying what I'm saying. If you're making extra, that means you're putting in extra hours or you're doing more than enough. Not
Of
just enough.
course.
But
Most
broke, the
men do
definition of
more
broke
than
is
Wait a
what?
enough.
minute,
Making
On
enough.
stats,
Ken.
on
Did you know
stats,
that? Did you know that Smex also is a good stress reliever?
I'm off.
I'm just saying that.
But that's where
Hold
these
on.
children are coming from, ma'am.
Ken, that comes from
And application
irresponsibility.
Recreational
to use
boredom is
protection.
where these
That's
That
children are
doesn't.
coming from, and then the men are saying,
That's
"I didn't
false.
sign up for
Ken,
this," and then they
Ken, that's
leave.
false. Ken, that's false. That's false.
So all these men
Because
are taking care of their
it's
children, sir.
irresponsible. So you
So all
telling
these
me?
men are
So you
taking care of their children.
so you telling me a person that is responsible in that situation that does this responsibly?
The numbers don't lie. A lot of them are not
The
responsible,
numbers.
sir. The majority are not responsible.
What numbers?
I
See,
would
you
like
switching
to
subjects.
No,
establish
I'm not. I'm talking about the
You
stats that
switching
Nick
finance
subjects. You
and
talking
provided.
about
having
this, now
babies
you
are
talking about
not the
something else.
same.
I'm talking about the stats that Nick provided
This-
herself. The stats are
Okay,
not in black men's
72%
favor.
of
Recreational
women
smacks,
who
these men
have
are
babies
out.
with men and not married. We understand
These
those
men
stats.
caught up in
But
situationships are leaving because that's not what they signed up
okay,
for.
they didn't leave. You don't know why they. Okay,
Here
let's
is
say
my,
this.
my
Why they
question
left?
for you, Ken,
Ken, why
right?
they leave?
Children are here, but they're not in
Why
their
they
lives.
leave,
Ask you
Ken?
And they
again this
didn't marry that
question.
woman.
Mr. Ken, why they leave? Why
They
they
didn't
leave?
marry that woman.
Why
That's all
did
that
they
matters.
leave?
They did not
Why
marry
did
her.
they marry
They
their
did not
first baby
marry
mama?
her.
Why?
They did not marry her.
Why? Ken, why? Ken, why?
Because
Ken,
they
why?
knew they financially weren't in a position to
That's
do so,
cap.
Why
sir.
you
You
That's
know
confused?
it.
cap. That's once again you have
That's
no
not
Let me
what
stats
they
for
ask you
went
a
that.
into it
question.
for. They weren't engaged to
They
this
left
woman.
because they didn't have no
Whoa.
intentions of being with
That's
her.
cap.
Thank
Exactly.
you.
That's
They
That's
weren't
cap.
trying to be
why.
with
That's
her.
why.
That's cap. That's cap.
It's not. That's not a
Because
lie.
it's
That's
not
not a
a.
lie.
That's
They
not a
never
lie.
I'm
had
not
the
with my
intention
first
to
baby
be
They
mama,
had
so
no
together.
that's cap.
They had no
That's cap.
intentions on being with her.
It's men
That's
out
a
here that ain't with their
fact.
first baby
Let
mama.
me
That don't
ask you a
mean that they
question,
left the
Ken.
house because they wanted to
Do
leave
you
the
have
house.
exes? Do you have exes?
What you say, Kat? I ain't hear you.
I'm asking Ken if he had exes.
Girlfriends can.
What they got to do with what he just
The panel
said?
previously, I was previously married. I'd rather not get into that again because it was a medical condition that put stress on a relationship and we divorced
I'm
because
not
of it.
talking about
But it
those
was not
personal.
financial. It was not
Those.
financial.
Yeah, but what? Okay,
No,
so
no, no.
what
I'm
does
not talking.
What does Kevin's hold on? But listen, Kat, what does Kevin exes have to do with why these men are leaving when they
Because
get
like
these
you
women
say,
pregnant?
Nick, like you say, Nick, because they never had the intention. They don't try to force a relationship because they never plan to have a relationship with those women. They never. People will
It's,
come when some people they are not together. That means they're not planning to be together.
so that
Circumstances happen.
I understand where you was coming from, Kat. Now you was trying to see if did he leave a broken house like
No,
I'm left
I'm
a
not
broken
trying
house
to
like
see if
everybody else.
he leave a
Nah,
broken
that's what you're
house
saying. It's okay.
or
I
anything.
left.
What I'm saying is,
I ain't make a
if
broken
he
house, but I
dated,
ain't with my first baby mama. So that's
if
basically what you're trying to
dated,
say.
he didn't. That's why I say if he has exes, not ex-wife. If you
Yeah.
are not with those people, you dated them, but you didn't stay with them because at some point, okay, you tried to have a relationship with them, it didn't work. This is where we go back to the point. Dating, some people they date casually, some people they date intentionally. Some people when they come
Thanks.
to the dating scene, they don't come with the right intention
But
from
that
the
doesn't mean to
beginning.
bring a baby in the world when you're dating casually.
That's the
Hey,
that's the
it take
Kat,
two.
Kat, I guess the best way I can
Take
explain
two.
it is right now I'm financially stable and I'm not dating.
Why?
I'm not dating right now
Why? Why?
Can
because
I
I
ask Ken a
know that
question?
because I know that 60% of most corporations in America are planning to lay off before the end of
Ken,
the
what
year.
does that got to do about you dating?
Because I want to make sure that I'm stable for myself, if
Oh
no
my
one else.
God,
That's why.
Ken,
That's
so much
That's
beautiful.
cap,
why.
Hold
Because
so
on.
I
much
know when I
cap.
look at my
Hey, Mike,
401k,
go
I'm
ahead, Mike.
losing
After
money.
Mike, can I
That's
go?
Go ahead,
why.
Mike.
I'm right here. I'm coming in. I'm going to come in Augusto and I'm going to start ambushing.
Ambush.
It's
Go
because I
ahead,
know.
Mike.
I
Watch your
know when I look
language.
at my
Watch your
401k,
language,
I'm
young
losing
lady.
money.
Watch your
Ken.
language.
I want to
Ken.
be sure that I'm stable
Hey,
for
Ken, hold
Hey,
on
guess
one
me.
what,
second.
guys? What are these? What are these?
Those are like EBT
What is
cards
it?
to me.
They
EBT
look like
cards.
a.
What are these?
Those are
It look like
EBT
So
you
cards.
busting.
yes,
It
I'm
look
only
like
EBT
you
saying this
cards.
to
busting
New
satisfy
moves.
Jersey
Kat's
EBT
question because
cards.
I know you're going
What
somewhere
Hold
with the
on, Ken.
question.
Hold on, Ken.
Those are all EBT cards, baby
Nah,
girl.
she busting
You
moves.
ain't
She busting
flexing.
moves.
You
I
ain't
see
flexing.
it. She
Go get some
busting
cards.
moves.
Then.
Oh, D,
Look at
she
If
the
you
cards.
jugging,
busting
ain't it?
moves,
EBT cards.
if you jugging, just let us know.
Just let her
Put
know.
us. Don't
Yeah.
hit. Put us on. Come on
I
now.
got
You
10
about to go
EBT
drop a few of
cards
them
and ask
checky
some
checks, huh?
questions. EBT
Hey,
1,
hey guys, I'm gonna
EBT
drop
2,
and leave some room for
EBT
somebody
3.
else to join. I just wanted to say that I think one
What?
warning that you need to watch out for for is just people who aren't adaptable. Like
Facts.
Absolutely.
if they're
Facts.
if they can't deal
Where did he
with how to get themselves
Nick,
out
Nick, are
of a
all this card
situation,
legal?
they're only going to bring that relationship
Girl,
down
don't
with
even
them.
disrespect me
So
like
you need
that.
somebody that's going to actually be strong for not just themselves but for the couple. because that's what the arrangement is
Big
both
facts.
sides lifting up the house.
Cash,
So
baby.
that's what I got to say. But thanks for having me up on the panel.
You're a reasonable man,
Absolutely,
Seth.
bro.
God
Hey,
bless you, bro.
Nick, you know the fans be on here. You can't be doing that.
Hey, yeah, make sure your numbers ain't showing too, Nick.
Yeah, you know the
They
fans.
real
Oh no, you
experts.
can't see my numbers because the numbers. See, if y'all had real bank accounts, you would know that the numbers is on the back of the card. Goofy.
Hey Nick, I'm at the nearest airport. Can you come pick me up? I'm at your
So
nearest airport.
No.
I
I do got a
scrunching and
question
change to
for
come see
Ken.
you.
Ain't no saving them. Ken, are
Hey
you with
Nick,
us,
you got
brother?
me?
Nick, drop a lion. Drop a lion,
Ken,
Nick,
are you
drop
with
a
us,
Y'all
brother?
lion.
give y'all
Nick,
a
I came to see
lion.
you.
I'm here.
Y'all
I'm
give
here.
me a lion in a TikTok uni.
I can't spell.
How about that?
Ken, are you with us, brother?
I'm here.
Brother, I want to have dialogue with you, brother, and I want to understand where you're coming from. Can you
Absolutely.
tell me, brother, when you're dating, isn't that like the opportunity to understand who this person is before you dive into this ultimate commitment of providing everything? This is when you're supposed to find out who the person is, right?
Absolutely, sir. But again,
So,
to my point, I'm financially stable and I've sustained from dating right now.
so that's not relevant to my point, though. My point is though that's you personally, right? That's what you decided to do. That's fine. And it doesn't make sense since you're financially stable, but I'm gonna move past that. If this is only a vetting stage, a vetting process to understand, hey, maybe we can work together or maybe we can't. We can go our separate ways without any attachment, without any because we're not committed, right? What's the problem with vetting somebody properly? I hear all this negative that you're bringing up, but like that's what the vetting process is for,
I
so you don't get trapped into those negatives, sir.
well, sir, it's not a negative because I'm very particular. I date with purpose. So I do understand some of the men on maybe just discussing casual dating. I'm not. I date with intention. I date with marriage as the end goal.
So you marry. So you
Hold
marry
on,
everybody
he's
you
I
trying to
date.
no,
date.
he's
When
shifting.
I say
He's
I date
shifting.
with intention, I'm looking for wifely qualities.
So,
So I'm very selective. That's
Cap,
why I don't have a problem
sir,
cap,
postponing dating because I'm not looking for
cap.
50 women. I'm
that's
looking for
Ken,
good.
you
one
cap.
woman. I'm
Ken,
Hey,
you
looking for
brother,
cap.
one woman.
got
I'm
you,
that
brother. But
selective. I'm not trying to date 20, 30 women.
brother,
I'm looking
it
for
might
wifely qualities in one woman because
beautiful.
ultimately I know if I get married to her, I'm willing everything to her. She's my beneficiary. If I'm unalived, she gets everything.
All right,
That's
are
what
you
I'm
done?
looking for.
Sir,
I'm
Got you.
literally thinking
See,
about
he's
this.
speaking past the
I'm
dating
literally
process.
Ken, hold
right
he's
on.
because
way
I'm
past
dating
the
with
Ken, hold
dating
on.
intention.
process.
Brother,
I'm
brother, I just
dating with
Hold
want to
on,
understand,
Sam.
intention and I'm dating
brother.
with marriage as the end goal. But
I
also
get
in my
this
mind,
is
I'm thinking is if I have
in
a
this
house,
scenario.
my
Hold
vehicle,
on, D3D. I'm about to give it to
my
y'all.
assets.
I'm about to
Do
give
I
it to
want
y'all,
this woman to have everything if I'm unalived? That's what I'm
brother,
thinking about.
Ken,
brother.
hold on
That
one
comes
second.
way after the dating process. Can we agree to that? Let's move
That's
past that,
true,
brother.
but I date
My
with
question is,
intention. I date with
Ken,
intention.
okay, Ken, you got to be able to listen to Ken.
with intention.
My
Every
thing
last
is
one
though,
of them
my
that you
scenario
went
didn't
out,
say the
every
other man
last
didn't have
one of them
intentions as
that you
well.
went out on a date
Yes,
with,
sir, because
you dated with
I
all of
haven't
them
had
with
a lot of
intention.
I haven't had a lot of dating
How
because I
many
was that
datings did
selective.
you have? How many datings did you
What
have,
did he
sir?
just
Not
A3D, I
say?
many.
don't want to make it about
Yeah,
him.
yeah,
I
you
Not
want to
heard
make it
many.
it.
about my point
Because
though.
Man, give
because
me
I
a
was that
treat.
selective, I
Damn
was
it.
always
They
looking
brokies, give me a
for
treat, brokie.
wifely
Hey, Ken,
Brokie,
tendencies
hold
in a
give
on.
me a
woman.
Hey,
treat.
Ken, hold
Ken,
on.
He ain't got it.
Now
Hold
give
on
us
one second. Hold
a
on one
treat.
second.
Well,
Go
Nick,
ahead,
if you
Mike.
pick me up at the airport,
listen.
I can
This is
get him
what I'm
for you.
saying,
Hey,
Ken.
Ken, hold
Give
on.
me
I
a
got you.
treat.
Ken is he's trying to divert the conversation. In that scenario, I'm posing to him that I didn't say the man wasn't dating with intention, sir. People like so because you're dating with intention that doesn't negate the fact that it's still a vetting process. She's supposed to be understanding who this person
Where
is
you
before
going?
she's diving into a relationship, right? And he vice versa. So I don't understand what you're saying that they can't be allowed to do that because it's only a vetting process. There's no communication. I mean, there's no commitment to either person.
There is
May I
no
speak to your
financial
point,
obligation.
Mike? May I speak to your point? Knowing that
Please.
you're dating with intention and you may actually be meeting the wife of the woman of your dreams and your future wife, what is the problem with putting off 3 months to impact the rest of your life in a positive direction? What is the problem with that?
All right, allow me to answer it, please, real quick. The woman that he desires doesn't require that, sir. It's not a requirement of her to even deal with her. Did you get my answer, Ken?
But I also know from personal experience, and I can only use this as anecdotal, it's easier knowing. See, I know what I like to do during the summer. So I know if I have a woman in my life and I'm bringing her into my life and I'm sharing with her things that I like to do. I like jazz festivals. I like concerts. I like going to the movies. I like going to good restaurants. I do that on my own. So I
Ken,
know
why
if
you
we're
capping?
So I know if
That's
she's
fine,
doing
D.
that with me, I know
That's
that now the budget is doubled. So that's
got
what
you.
I'm saying. If you're
But
saving
everybody
up enough
doesn't,
to spend that on her too, you're not impacting what you would already be doing yourself, and it's not a sacrifice.
brother.
There's no
Everybody
sacrifice
doesn't live
involved.
like you live, brother. Some
There's
people
only a
are
sacrifice of
homebodies.
time by saying,
I
I'm still
understand,
going to these jazz concerts. I'm just going with you now. I'm
brother.
still going to the movies. I'm just going with you now.
I got you, but everybody doesn't live the way you live. Some people don't go out, brother. Some people are homebodies. Some people find joy in the simpler things in life, brother. My thing is, though, you still negating the point that if it's a vetting process, like, why can't he be allowed to do that? Because if she properly vet him and he properly vet her, everything should be good going into the relationship.
But again, sir, what I'm saying is if you postpone it, 3 months is 90 days. June, July, and August are right around the corner. If you postpone it and just say, whatever I can save up by then, cool, because I'm still going to do what I want to do. But if I have a significant other in my life that I choose to vet at that time with intention, I'll have enough so that when we're going out and doing what she likes to do and doing what I like to do, there is no sacrifice involved.
All
I'm
right, I'm gonna
still
put a
going to
bow
do
on it.
Can I
me,
ask you a question,
Yeah,
but
I'm
I'm
gonna
going
put
to
a
have
bow on
that
it right quick. I'm
extra
about to
in
put a
my
bow on it so we
pocket
can move on.
to
Hey
take
Tim,
care of her
I had
immediately.
second after
Yeah, he
Mike
keep
though.
calling it second.
I've
He
been
keep
waiting for a
calling it
minute.
like a person that the way you're phrasing it, it makes it seem like you're already committed to this person.
No,
Like
I'm
this
saying we're
person.
talking about
Hold on,
vetting.
I
If you're
got you,
vetting,
brother.
it's with
Brother,
intention.
but you call her a significant other just now. You just said my significant other. That's what you just called her in your statement. I'm telling you, brother, that's not what she is. She's a person you're getting to know to understand if she can be that.
be that
But
serious?
like I can see your angle now because you
Plus,
can't separate the
Ken,
two.
you have to take in account that every woman
Let me
are
go
not
after
the
you,
same.
bro.
There are some women, example, she will want luxurious bag. There are some women who they will want DIY things. To everybody are
But
not the
ma'am, that's
same.
not what I'm saying. If
Yeah, but excuse me, if I was you in your situation, the way you are saying, I will be trying to find somebody instead of trying to use the economy to say like, oh, I'm not dating to get myself better. You already better.
But
That
ma'am,
sounds
my
sad.
point is this: what if tonight it's a Friday night? What Saturday night? Excuse me. What if all of a sudden I call her up and I say, hey, get ready in an hour. We're going out to dinner, right? I can do that. If I can do that and not worry about, okay, I got to wait till next payday or the next 2 paydays because I don't have it right now. If
He
I
can
want
do
to
that.
spend time with her right now, I have the option based on having the ability to do that right now.
Ken,
Not
he can
what are
do
you
that right
doing?
now.
Not WYD with a
Let me
question
ask you
mark.
something,
It's
Ken.
get dressed,
Ask
get
the
ready. I'll pick you
question
up in an
right. Wait a
hour.
minute. Wait a minute. Let's stop to do assumption. I want you to ask the question right now to Mike and ask him, Mike, are you able to go out and to afford whenever you go out?
I answer that. Absolutely. Any broke man could, sir. The average date in America is about
That's when you have
$150.
to
That's less
respect
than a pair of
somebody
name
else's
brand
answer.
shoes.
If he say he can, that means he's telling you that he can. We understand that there are some people who are causing problems. We are not denying them. But if somebody say that they can, they can. That's it.
But he's not represented. Then the Mike
Couch.
is not representing the demographic that
The
Nick
part that
created
I
the
told
prompt
you,
about. That
we do
70% is not going away.
understand.
There's a
We
reason why they
do
exist.
understand that. Can we
Sir,
do understand that we are not reckless people who don't understand what you are saying. We are just saying
exactly.
that if we can do it. I ask you to ask the question to Mike, and Mike told you I can.
Yep,
Most
That
people
definitely
that
he
live
never
paycheck
said like, oh, I'm the one.
can you agree to
That
this?
I
Most
can.
people that live paycheck to paycheck can't afford $150 date. That's a typical date price, brother. That's less than a pair of name brand shoes. So you
Honestly,
don't feel like those people can afford the average date, sir?
honestly, sir, with the speculation of where gas is going to go and food in the next 2 months, no.
Now
And I'm
you
not
pulling out.
being
Now you're
I'm
pulling
not
out a
being
Sir,
crystal
I'm
ball,
not being hyperbolic. I'm not being
brother. Yes, you
sensational.
are. You
When
literally
gas
are by
hits
saying you're not.
$120, when oil hits $120
Ken,
barrel, and the average gas prices around the country hit $5 to
Brother,
$7 a
you don't have to
gallon,
what
pull
are
out a
the
like
crystal
like
ball,
like
economics
brother.
some
saying?
areas in
Brother,
California, it's going to impact when you go to the average grocery store. Your groceries are going to be higher.
now
Ken,
Your
he's
so
telling
what is the
fortunes,
anything you
brother.
average
purchase is going to be
He's
economics
higher.
telling
saying?
Your
fortunes, brother.
AC is going to be higher. Your heat is going to be higher. Everything around you that you purchase and touch that has to be shipped with a truck with diesel is going to be
What are you
higher.
going to do,
So
Meaning
sir?
what
your
are
disposable
economics
capital is
saying
going to
to
Now
be
you
do
can't
in
less
do
in
this
your
anything.
climate and
pocket.
in this economy?
What are you going to do?
So what
Your
are
disposable
economics saying?
capital will be less and it will be noticeable immediately. So
Do you
no,
not realize that every economist is saying partner up?
Yup, that's what they're saying. That's correct, Tim.
Every
Hey, hey,
economist is
hey,
saying
Ken.
partner up in this economy.
okay, now to your point, fair enough, sir. To your point, though, I've heard a lot of broke men on here. It's not so much about partnering up; it's about using a woman to leverage himself up.
Sir,
That's not the same.
sir,
That's
that
not the
is the
same.
if two people are working together and going forward, somebody is going to level up, sir, because they're
Immediately.
progressing forward.
They're both going to level up. But I'm telling you, based on the panel, some of
Exactly.
these men are
It could be
strategically
it can be
seeking a
it
woman
can
so
be
that he
both
can
or
level up
either
because he's
or.
the one without a car. He's the one without an apartment. He's the one
No, how is he
barely
getting back
having.
and forth to work, sir?
My point is, I'm speaking to the demographic that is being strategic
The
by saying this woman has something
demographic
to offer
on this
me,
prompt
not him saying he
says,
has anything to offer her. There are
sir,
many men saying this is
sir,
what I can get from her.
sir, you're going to the extreme. The
They
demographic
always
on
do.
this prompt
They always do.
says that broke man has a job, is taking care of his responsibilities.
And has little to no money.
Has little to no money left over. So
Correct.
he has money left over after he's taken care of all his
Little to no
responsibilities.
money.
These
Little to
brothers,
no
Little
money.
hey,
to
Pam,
no money is a sum of
they in
money.
Right.
denial, brother.
And,
Pam,
Man,
and,
but you
and
don't
bringing
Pam.
you
up the
don't
point
know
about gas
you
again,
keep saying
gas on
little to
average is
no money,
already
but
almost
you don't know you
$4.30 a
don't know how
gallon.
But
much
what
but
the
you don't
little
know how
is,
much that little bit is,
I
Ken. That's the
don't,
part about it.
I
That's the
don't,
thing that
sir.
got you right there because you don't know how much that
exactly,
little bit
3D.
is.
You
So
are
at the end
correct.
of the
But what I
day,
do
you
know is
can't say that
everyone,
man can't date because right now I could tell you the same daggone thing you just discussed, and I just took the whole family right here to Wild Adventures up here on my budget after I got paid. So you can't say it, Ken. That's why I sat here and I
you have a
just listened
family,
to you.
sir.
No, brother, it don't matter if I have a family or not.
You're not
At the
talking
end of
about
the
dating.
day,
You have a
listen,
family.
listen, listen. At the end of the day, I still work check to check. A broke man should be able to date because with
You're
his
not
after
dating.
he
You have a
hold on,
family.
brother, hold on, brother. After he take care of his business, which is himself, he could take when what I mean by family, the girl that I'm with, yes, her children become mine, so that is a family. So yes, I'm gonna take them out, and I am dating her for your FYI, okay? So yes, I can do that. At the end of the day, you can't say it because you don't know how much I
Sure.
have, Daddy-O.
To
And
your
we about to
credit,
go
sir.
sit
Let
over
me
here and eat with
Sir,
the
to your
whole
credit,
family
I
interest. So
applaud
that's
you.
why I'm saying that.
Sir, to your credit,
also,
personally, I
Oh no,
applaud
I
you
don't need no
because you are the
applause because that's what I
exception.
was saying.
You are
That's
the
what I was supposed to
exception.
do, Ken.
Ken,
I was
Sir,
supposed
you
to
are the
do that.
exception, not the
I'm not
norm.
supposed to get no applause for that, Ken. I'm
Sir,
supposed to do that
Ken,
because I
right?
can't
But
make
all
one
broke
thing
men
my
are
mama
supposed to do
told me.
that.
One thing my
calm
mama
down,
told me,
breathe,
Ken.
breathe,
One
Ken,
thing
You
my
are
breathe.
the
mama told me.
exception, sir,
You
not the
cannot
norm.
take the cow without taking the calf. So
Sir,
if I
you
took
are
that
the
cow, I
exception,
gotta take
not the
that calf.
norm. You are the
Okay, yes it
exception.
is. No,
That's
brother,
why I said
it's
I
people,
applaud
it's
you
brothers out
personally,
here that's moving like that, Ken.
not the
And you
majority.
just sat here. You
Not the
don't know
majority,
that,
sir.
Yeah,
Ken.
but
You
Ken,
don't know
Ken,
that.
Ken,
The
Ken,
stats
who
don't
Ken,
said that we
I
are
lie.
got
not
one more
acknowledging the
question.
Nick created the
majority?
prompt with stats to back it up. The stats don't lie. You are
I
you
got
are the
one more
exception,
question,
not the
Ken.
norm.
Ken, I have one
But
Talking
more
about
every
question
before
for you,
you.
bro.
rules there is an
Come
exception.
on,
We
man.
cannot deny the existence
DA,
of
I
the
got one more
exception
question
because
for
you
him.
just want to apply the rules. If you come up with your argument with Jim, okay, we're gonna say like,
Cause
okay,
mine will
Jim
be
doesn't
quick.
work, Jim doesn't provide for his household. Okay, that makes sense. But if you
But
face
see, that's the
3D who is
freeloading
literally
man,
telling
Miss
you
Cat.
that I can, establishing two different people who are broke is broke, paycheck to paycheck, little to no money. He can have the paycheck.
Okay,
Jim can
Kat,
have the no money.
I'm gonna
You
ask
don't
you
make that
personally.
difference.
Kat, I'm gonna ask you this question directly. Is it directly to you, and I want you to answer this. What is the problem with a man
I
waiting intentionally for 3 months to save up what he can and then date 3 months from now? He's
Ooh,
still
can
the
I
same
answer?
person.
Can I,
Can
He
I
just
answer?
has
Can I
different.
answer?
He's just in a
Can
different
I answer
go
your
on,
different
3D,
financial
question?
tell him.
situation. I want.
Can
I want to
I
hear
answer
Cat's
your
perspective.
question? What's the
I
problem and
Can
why?
I
we
want to hear Cat's
discuss?
perspective.
We discussed that already, and I told you everything you are saying, sir. It is right. Where now you are getting it wrong is it cannot be applicable to every single person. If you I want to do 3 months without dating, I can do it. But guess what? I know myself. You do not know me. I have this ability. At the same moment I'm talking to you, I'm doing my things right now. I'm multitasking, but I can do it. I
And
can
at
do
the
it. If
same
you
time,
cannot
Ken, the
do it,
reason the
if you
reason why I
cannot do it,
keep
that's
telling you
fine.
this, Ken, is because the next thing as the broke man that I am, my next thing next month, I'm taking her on a cruise. Next month, I'm vacationing with the little family right now, letting the kids have their thing. So that's why I say you can't say we're not allowed to date because you don't know the money that I got. Oh, that y'all want to say, oh, you got little to no money. You don't know
That's
how
why I
much the
said you're
little.
the
You
exception,
don't know.
sir.
You don't know
Ken,
how
do
much the
not let
little
them
to no money
discourage you,
is.
okay? You have a
But
good head
Ken,
on
You're
your
still
shoulders,
the
sir.
exception
Ken,
because you
Ken, let
have
me
the money
ask you this
readily
question.
available. You're all I'm
Nah,
saying is
can
if a
we
man
save up? Can
wouldn't
we
you
Okay,
save
let
agree,
me
up
ask
to
you the
have
question.
that
sir,
money?
How much do
sir,
3D
Ken,
has?
3D,
Can you
3D,
you
tell
are
wouldn't
me?
you
talking to
agree?
people. You are talking to people who will take their title to their cars, okay, and
No,
will
that's
just to
broke
take you
goat.
on
That's
a
Captain,
date.
broke goat. That's
You
this
broke
have
Ken,
goat.
I'm
this
Don't do
issues.
addressing
that.
to
happened.
Don't
You
do
you.
have a
that.
3D,
good
Let me
head
wouldn't
on
you
know,
your
please.
agree?
Can,
shoulder.
can
Don't
That
you
do
you
tell
have
me
that.
Do
that
how much
Christian
not
that I have,
past
listen
Ken?
to them.
readily
Ken,
Cap,
spent?
can you tell me how much that I
Oh, you
have?
just unplugged the fan. That was it. But
3D,
that
wouldn't
Do
you
not
nah.
listen
say
to them, Ken.
Ken, I'm
3D?
asking you. Can you tell me how much that
Go
I have
ahead.
right now?
I'm with you, Ken.
3D, wouldn't you say
no,
that
it
the
ain't.
reason why you're able to do this is you have the cash on hand, correct?
No, the
No, we are
reason why I was
defending
able
the
to, the
fact that
reason I was
you don't
able
know
to do it.
everybody's financial situation. That's what we are
No,
saying.
no,
You are
that's
just
why
utilizing the majority of people do their
No, but
action, and
the
you are
thing, Miss
projecting on
Cat, Miss
everybody.
Cat,
You don't know
Miss
how much
Cat,
do I have. Yes,
Miss
I'm not
sir.
Cat.
talking about everybody,
At the
man.
end
I'm
of
just
the
talking about
day,
the ones that
Ken,
know they don't have it.
Ken, I had to
You got it
prepare.
right.
So
Broke
I had
is
to
little to no
prepare.
money, and they have no
Okay,
business
so
dating.
at the
You
end of
got
the
it
So you
day,
right.
agree with what
when
I'm
I
saying?
said I want, when I said I wanted
Absolutely,
to do
100%.
something, I had to plan and prepare for what I
And
wanted
that's
to
all
do.
I've said since I came up on this panel,
Let me
sir.
get
That's all
Makes
I've been
sense.
saying
to
since I
be
got up
out
That's
here.
why
here,
But
you
let
Ken.
me
on to them. It
Your
makes too
cruise is
much
no
perfect
different.
sense.
Your cruise is no different than
because
Okay,
I
dating.
have a
man.
You
different
had to plan
perspective on
ahead.
that.
Your cruise is no different than dating itself. So
Because
you're
when
agreeing with me.
I agree with you
You
a
had to
hundred
plan
percent.
ahead.
As a matter
Huh?
of fact, right? You
I
planning
did. I planned
and
20 years
doing it the
original.
right way makes them look bad, right?
What is I
Because
supposed to
then the
do?
standards are held up where they don't want the standards.
Cut the malarkey, just say. Cut the malarkey straight out.
Or you
That
just
ain't
said
no
you had to
Ken, let
plan
me
up
standard.
for
ask you
the
a quick
My
cruise.
question real
How is
thing
quick,
that
man.
was
different than putting off for
the
3
thing
months
the
to
thing
date?
is the thing was I don't have to put off no 3 to 6 months to date to do anything if
But
I
it seems
plan.
that y'all are
Okay,
making
so I
it
work, I
difficult.
take care. No, that I work, I take care of myself. Anything I choose to do on my spare time with my money that I work for, not you, nor you. Hey, that's up to me. That's not up
Can
to
That
you.
can
part.
So
any
yes,
woman
Sir,
at
you're
the end
still
of
the
hold on, Miss
exception.
Cat.
any woman
Hold
in her
on, Miss
right
Cat.
mind
Hold on, Miss Cat. And hold on, just say because it ain't no woman in their right mind because the woman
any
I
woman
that
am
in
a
I'm
her
with
woman
right
and I
is
don't
right
want
mind
you to
here
speak for
right
me.
now.
I don't
This
want
young
any
you to
lady,
speak for
woman
me.
in
Don't
her
this
speak
right
young
for
lady,
me.
mind
this
Speak
young
for
lady is in
yourself.
a suite
Speak
right
for your
now
talking to
with the
Ken.
reality.
kids. Hold on,
Speak for
y'all
Talking
not
to
yourself.
listening.
Ken. I'm
Y'all not
talking to
listening
Ken.
because y'all about to get put to shame. Okay? Because the
Can
same people
any
that
woman
y'all
in her
talking about,
right mind, when you say that
hold
you
up,
need
just
three
say,
months to get yourself together, would say, you know
hold
what?
up,
I'm proud of you.
just
You
say,
keep going.
hold up. Because the same people y'all talking about, these people are out here. This man plans for what he needs to do. This man makes the money, even if it's little to no money. The little bit he does have, he plans what he want to do. So just like I planned this vacation, I did that. This lady is sitting up in the hotel suite right now. And I can show you if I can. Yes, right now. Because
Can
I
any
plan.
woman in her
No,
right
Miss
state of
Jesse,
mind,
you
when you
can't.
tell her that
Yes,
you're working on
yes.
yourself,
Once
you're
you
3D.
not
sitting
ready to
right
date,
there,
but you
no,
want to
brother,
take her out
because
in
y'all
three
sitting up here
months,
saying the
we'll
people can't
definitely
date,
3D,
check up
and
what
on
we
you
you.
sitting out
possess
here
is
doing it.
financial literacy.
We sitting
Most
up
broke
here
men do
doing
not
it.
have that. And you and I both know that.
Woman
What
is
you you
saying, you know what?
possess is financial
Exactly.
literacy.
That woman is
You
saying to
possess
herself,
financial
that
literacy.
man,
Most
that
broke men do
man
not
has a
have
good head
financial
on his
literacy.
shoulders, and he can be a provider. He knows how to
Ma'am,
plan.
it's not
He
about
knows how to
being
go
no
about
provider
life.
when you're dating stage. Once I
Sir,
took that woman up under my wing and decided to be a man and raise what she had, that was when it was time for me to stand up as a man and put my money